Alright, so again, today's top card of the treasure hunt is going to be the top seed, Zachary Chia, up against the 8th seed, Kaiwei.
If I'm not wrong, Zachary actually won the previous treasure hunt as well, or did pretty well.
No, he went to the second?
Yeah, so making another appearance in the top cut this time around, showing his consistency in the new formats. And bringing an interesting team here. I think we've seen different variations of the Psychic Spam team with Indeedee and Farm Rouge, but Zachary bringing maybe a more familiar face with the Flutter main, along with the Iron Bundle, Great Tusk, and the King Gambit.
Yep, pretty standard team composition. Kaiwei we saw in round 1 of the race. He's running the Sand team with the Dondozo. But I think we saw in round 1 he didn't really get the Sand or the Dondozo to really go off. So.
Yeah, the Lycanroc always stuck in a very tricky position because of the Gothitelle that was brought by his opponent, Zhen Yang. So now Zachary doesn't have this option to control his board, so we'll see whether Kaiwei is able to make a better use of his early Sand offensive pressure now.
Yeah, because we see Zachary is running both the Iron Bundle and the Flutter main, and those are two fast mons that don't really enjoy fighting under Sand conditions up against Lycanroc.
And he doesn't have any way to really change the weather conditions as well to turn things in his favor. So we'll have to maybe think about trying to set up Trick Room.
Yes. So yeah, both players are ready. We're going to match here. Round 1, game 1 of our top 8 match between Kaiwei and Zachary.
So this is the first seed against the 8th seed. So Zachary, having gone 5-0 in Swiss, definitely showing that he knows how to play well in this format, and will be looking to make another deep run in this month's top cut. As he is, Kaiwei actually on the right side, going to send out his Dondozo and the Lycanroc straight away. So no Sand to start off the game. But obviously with the dynamic speed tiers, he can always choose to either swap out the Lycanroc to go into the Dondozo Tatsugiri strategy, or to swap in the Tyranitar straight away to start getting the Sand Rush.
Yeah, so Iron Bundle gets his boost energy boost there to be, well, the problem about Bundle, of course, even with the speed boost, Lycanroc will outspeed it in the Sand. But of course, that will mean Kaiwei will have to invest in the Tyranitar switch.
Correct.
And effectively, give Great Tusk a pretty free turn to fire off a headlong rush into.
Yeah, I think the Great Tusk is pretty well positioned here, except maybe it doesn't want to be taking water type moves from the Dondozo. So maybe Kaiwei's hand might be a bit forced here to maybe pivot more into the Dondozo Tatsugiri earlier than he would want to.
Yeah, Tyranitar can't really come into a potential headlong rush from the Great Tusk.
Yeah, so as we do expect, Kaiwei does bring out his Lycanroc and is going to bring in the Tatsugiri. Really don't want to be bringing Sand into this Great Tusk at the current point in the game. Tatsugiri's Commander ability going to trigger, hopping into Dondozo's mouth and giving that Omni stat boost right off the bat.
So the question for Zachary here is, did he send any attacks into what is now the Tatsugiri slot?
I think that's such a risky play to go for, and I wouldn't be surprised if Zachary goes for something a bit more safe here. Yep, we do see the Protect, going to scout out what option exactly Kaiwei goes for, and it's actually not too bad, but at the same time, it means that Kaiwei did get the switch in for free without getting any punishes.
And it means he doesn't need to worry about Protect next turn. So he can fire off attack into whatever he chooses. Especially
now since Order Up doesn't give a boost into Protect.
Yeah. Post 1.2 patch. Order Up no longer as good as it used to be.
Yeah, so now an Earthquake is, I think let's look at the Iron Bundle. It has the Ghost. So Dondozo is free to fire off Earthquake here to hit both Pokemon.
Yeah, and he would break the Great Tusk sash, importantly.
And we are going to see the Bug type.
Yeah, doesn't want to do a super effective freeze drive on his original water type.
And also, if the headlong rush or close combat go into it, it also does resist it. So that's a pretty good Terra type to go into right now. But actually gonna go for the Icy Wind, but the Avoid!
That's Tatsugiri, yeah. Look at the speed drop there. Great Tusk will go before the Dondozo, but that's not gonna do any damage at all into the boosted Dondozo.
Yeah. Boosted and with the Bug Terra type. And that defense drop is gonna be pretty sad as well.
Yeah, okay, maybe a 2-hit knockout. No, not with defense.
Why did it miss? Oh, it missed Tatsugiri.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna get used to that.
Oh, gets a crit on the bundle, but I think that was a 2-hit knockout regardless. Yeah, honestly,
regardless if it was Great 2 knockout. Importantly, I think the Great Tusk, it will survive another Earthquake, and so it can...
unless he drops his defense again.
Oh, that is true. But knowing that he resists now, he probably doesn't want to. Oh, he's gonna Scout out Protect here. So let's see what
He can
the
actually
Great Tusk
forces
go.
he forces the Earthquake from the Great Tusk. Oh, he goes for Headlong right, okay. But he does burn the Protect on the bundle. So he gets Earthquake again, but he will get a kill on bundle unless he switches out.
Yeah, and looking at Zachary's team, he doesn't actually have any good switch-ins into this Earthquake.
Yeah, that's true. Especially
King Gambit and Armor Rouge both are weak to the Earthquake, and Indeedee isn't the most physically bulky Pokemon either. So, you know, pretty oppressive strategy that Highway has brought and managed to maneuver stuff into. I think really Zachary needed to make use and try to punish the turn, read into which of the 50-50 was more likely that turn, and try to punish the switch in that turn.
Yeah, I think Great Tusk had to leave.
Yeah, you really had to make use of that turn. Now, oh my goodness, that doesn't even do anything.
That does nothing. All he does is lower his own defenses for the Earthquake coming in.
Yeah, and might actually get a double knockout.
Yeah, with the defense drops, I think he hangs on.
Oh, hangs on. But
not for much longer, and he still can't do anything to the Dondozo. He doesn't have an attack type to punish the bug.
okay.
It's really only the Amrouche on this team that can hit bug super effective. But then Amrouche doesn't want to fight Dondozo straight up. Yeah, Dondozo slows things a few after Ice Wind, but I don't think he really cares at this point. He doesn't take enough damage. He just press Earthquake very safely.
Yeah, and with no resist, he's just gonna keep picking up KOs.
He's gonna pick up knockout now because Great Tusk lowers his defense again this turn.
Yeah, if I was Zach, you know, I start thinking about game 2 already and how I really think he does need to set up that trick room, or either that or go for a really hard read on what Highway is going for. But now that he has the game deficit, it makes things all the more harder, right? He needed to go for that in game 1 where he still had the avenue to make that mistake. Now if he is faced with that same situation again in game 2, getting it wrong instantly loses him the entire series.
Because Highway can afford to lead his half here, half there lead.
Yeah, exactly.
And eventually adjust to whatever Zachary goes for.
Yeah. So this is rough.
Once the boosts are in, it's just hard for Zachary's team to break the Dondozo in this particular type.
Even if Zachary goes for the trick room, he doesn't really have the offensive capabilities to take out a bug type plus true Dondozo. He doesn't really have super effective hits to hit bug.
Yeah, honestly, speed. Highway doesn't care about speed right now. Dondozo is just sitting there and taking everything that's thrown at it.
Yeah, no, now that I'm looking at it, he has no super effective damage on bug type.
It's the Amrouche. It's only the Amrouche.
Yeah, that's it.
And Amrouche has to worry about Wave Crash. And Earthquake for that matter.
Yeah. Oh, was that a crit?
Well, that's just is that choice specs? It is, right?
Oh. Yeah, that is a specs. Oh, that is a lot. Okay.
But the problem for Fluttermane is that because he specs, he can't sit in front of Lycanroc.
Oh, but he survives the Earthquake as well, so suddenly things aren't looking too bad again.
But Lycanroc,
you have to deal with the Lycanroc and possibly the Tyranitar at the back, so this is still pretty tough.
Yeah,
trying to take out as much leftover recovery as he can and burn as much PP as he can as well.
Yeah, and Fluttermane is in kill range for the weather tick from Sand.
Is there sand? There's no sand.
If the sand comes in later, yeah. What the matter? Well, Bundle has the speed, at least has the speed advantage from the booster. Wait, did he lose it? He switched out, didn't he? No, Bundle
was switched in.
Yeah,
Bundle was switched in.
Wait, so he does get the KO and Dondozo and gets the KO
on
the same turn.
Yep. That's really important as well. Yeah. I mean, actually, would you rather just not pick up the KO and force the Lycanroc and the Tyranitar to come in separately?
Then you do give Tatsu a free turn though. And Tatsu will outspeed the main, though it would be slower than the bundle.
Alright, because it's choice specs and also. Yeah, that is true.
But yeah,
so now it's really important to see whether
it's Tyranitar,
it's a Tyranitar. Yeah.
So he needs to dodge Rock Slide. That's it. It really is it. He needs to dodge the Rock Slide.
Live by the Rock Slide. But if honestly, if Highway had double protect, you guys don't double protect here. And
I think Tyranitar is AV. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so he can't
think-
double protect, but you
You
still
just
double
you
protect.
close commit the bundle.
But you still double protect, right?
I think you close commit the bundle
Because
because you are sash, so you
and
take the hit.
because he's Zach Kaiwei acknowledging
And the Sand will
correct
kill the
play.
main, yeah.
Correct. Because Flutter Main is locked into Moonblast, it can't go for the Dazzling Gleam, so it cannot pick up 2 KOs.
Yes, and Lycanroc guarantees survive with the sash, so the Sand will pick up the Gale. And I think Eevee would survive the Moonblast.
Either way, Kaiwei will still have one Pokemon.
Yep.
Yeah. So well played by Kaiwei, recognizing the 100% win con on that last turn and closing out game 1 in a very, very strong fashion. Really got the snowball off that turn 1 correct read that Zachary would try to play too passively in the turn 1.
Double protect.
Yeah, to try to scout out the move and really punishing him with the correct flip on the 50-50. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for Zach to make that call because if he doesn't have protect, he walks into a rock slide in the sand all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think he just needed to understand that from Kaiwei's point of view, there was one half of the 50-50 that was more likely that he would go
Yes.
for and really try to punish that. It's interesting because a lot of times we think that these decisions are 50-50s, but in fact, trying to think of the situation from the opponent's point of view, it would kind of hint to you which direction they would more likely be headed towards.
Yes. Especially since the Donzozo on turn 1 didn't go for the Terra immediately.
And now the difficult part is, like I mentioned, right? So now Zachary is 1 game down. He can't make that same mistake. I think he has to go for the same lead again to try to force that 50-50 in a way and then get it right this time.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a world where you lead the Armor Rouge? Are you physically defensive enough to take the attacks from the...
Not 2 rock
Don-
slides. Not 2 rock slides. Or a boosted Donzozo Earthquake. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
really hard. Okay,
Or just
you
a
will
wave-
take it
or a-
Earthquake, but a wave crash will just take you out.
But then you could just Terra Grass.
You have to
Terra
Terra,
Grass,
yeah.
yeah. But actually, Kaiwei is the one that's gonna switch it up and go straight for
Oh,
the
he
sand.
gets
Oh
the double-
no!
he
And
gets
he
the double
walks
paradox.
right into. Oh, that is a.
Yeah, Kaiwei recognizing that Zachary wanted to punish the Donzozo harder,
Yeah,
just by
and
bringing
he
straight up
gets
sand.
the double rock slide right off the bat. Oh my goodness. That is. Oh, what a great adjustment from Kaiwei there. Really hats off to him.
Yeah, and main doesn't have protect, so main has to switch or stay in and take the hits.
Yeah, and then while you stay in, you're always susceptible to rock slide flinches or misses.
He
So
doesn't-
this is going to be a very pivotal turn.
He doesn't have a steel Terra either, or either of his 2, the bundle or the main,
Yeah, so he's going to go for the Ghost Bundle.
to get rid of the rock weakness
Rock
at
weakness,
least.
yeah. But I think Tyranitar carries Assurance.
Oh, here's rock slide, no miss.
Oh, double hit!
There's a double
Does
connect.
the Flutter Main get to move?
He gets the
Icy
icy
win!
win. Okay, he gets the icy win, breaks the sash, gets damage from Tyranitar. But he cannot. I think he has to go for the.
But he has to kill the
Lycanroc.
Tyranitar here, though.
Yeah, he can't kill the Tyranitar. I don't think Moonblast is enough. Is it? He gets to kill, sure, but if Rock Slide double connects,
But Rock Slide here for Tyranitar?
that's
Double
a double
connects.
connect. That's a. Okay, bundle does survive.
Oh, and that's a crit on
Is-
the Iron Bundle
Does
as
bundle
well.
survive with the can survive with sand?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's enough. It looks healthy enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is.
So the problem is off the board now. For
Yeah, the Lycanroc is gone.
Lycanroc is gone. But
Tyranitar's
then
still really
you still have
healthy.
to deal with the other win condition.
And Tyranitar can just Terra flying, and it will totally wall the Great Task.
Yeah. I mean, the Dondozo can also just Terra Bug.
Yes.
And do what it did last game, right?
Yeah, honestly, I think now Kaiwei has very easy Tatsugiri switch in.
Yeah.
And Terra Bug, yeah. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
honestly nothing he can't be punished for it, barring a Hydro Pump crit or something. Because there's really no good answer. I think, yeah, the Great Task has to get out, I think.
Yeah, but then he's gonna have to switch in something that's also ground weak. It's a very easy Earthquake.
It is to get rid of to finish off the Iron Bundle.
Yeah. Oh, a shake of the head from Kaiwei actually. I'm not sure if he misunderstood something there, and it's gonna be the King Gambit coming in.
Tyranitar though, the Tyranitar switch out.
Yeah,
does,
it has to be. Yeah,
It's gonna be Tatsugiri coming
obvious.
in.
Yeah.
Should be the Bug Terra, I would think.
Yeah.
He's gonna take unnecessary damage
It's
against the
such
Great
a
Task.
such strong tools for Kaiwei here as Zach lets out an understandable sigh of exasperation. Things have not been going well for him this game. Got red turn 1 last
beats,
game,
yep.
and then he got red in exactly this game as well. Ooh, you have to feel for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a Terra bug for the Dondozo.
Yeah.
And Kratos has to go for attack the lowest his defenses. He can't earthquake in front of his own King Gambit.
Yeah, you could taunt.
And without the IC win, he's also slower than the Dondozo after the boost.
Doesn't get the KO.
Oh, that's a lot of damage to King Gambit. Close combat is just going to lower his defenses and do a
Oh,
little
did that
bit of
even
damage.
move? Did that HP bar even move?
It is a resisted +2 defense bug type.
I think the sandstorm damage did more to the Dondozo than the close combat.
Perhaps. He will heal it back with the leftovers.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Even with a crit, he can't. Dondozo's defense is high enough.
Yeah.
The physical attacks are just not going to break through it. Main was his best bet, and Main is no longer here.
Oh, I think Zach is just, at this point, just kind of going through the motions. He's switching this in, he's gonna lose both his Pokemon.
Earthquake is just gonna pick up a down
and then
one
single target Earthquake will take out the
Great Tusk.
The Great Tusk, yeah.
I think he's just gonna crash it though. No reason to DM more than he has to.
True.
Yeah, King Gambit, you see that slower than the Dondozo.
Yeah, very, very clean game from Kaiwei here.
So we're gonna see Great Tusk return to the field, but up against the bug type. Great Tusk does not enjoy fighting either flying or bug.
The bug type Terra really coming in clutch defensively here, really having that very good coverage against Zachary's team.
Yeah, no obvious weaknesses and very strong resistances. And so nice. Zachary does go 5-0, but unfortunately runs into what looks like a pretty tough matchup in
Very,
top
very
8.
tough matchup in the bug type Terra Dondozo. Oof, that's you hate to see it.
Yeah, I think we saw in game 2 he went all in on predicting the lead and was totally caught by the sand.
Yeah, you have to respect it. You have to respect trying to play to your woods or else in a bad matchup. But unfortunately, the bad matchups exist for a reason, and he just didn't get the roll that he needed to take the games in his favor.
So Kaiwei will move on. AC takes it over the first seed, moves on to top 4.
And
that
after
was a very
taking that
fast set.
loss on stream, hasn't dropped a single set.
No, he
since.
dropped. He went 3-2.
Oh, it's 3-2 and bubbled in.
3-2
Wow.
bubbled in.
Wow.
I mean, he is the 8th seed.
Alright, sure. Yeah. Maybe this is the kind of luck that he needs to, in terms of matchup wise, to make a deep run today.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in stream he ran into an opposing stand, which is I'm sure not something he expected to fight at any point. But yeah, cleans it up. This is probably what he wants to see. A lot of a clearer sense of what his opponent wants to do. In the case, either trick room or go for the fast move with the bundle and main. And both get punished pretty hard by either of these two. Either the Dondozo, which really hammers trick room, or his Sand, which still just caught the bundle in the main.
Yeah.
And forces not just forces Terra, but also does so much damage that it's just not hard for him to recover.
Yeah, in fact, I think we were discussing at the end of game 2 there, he actually had two very safe Terras, the flying type Charizard or the bug type Dondozo. Both deal with this Great Tusk that has picked up popularity recently, so maybe that's a meta call by Kaiwei there. He really wants to take advantage of players playing this Great Tusk today.
Yep. So well played to Kaiwei. And we will see how top 4 goes and how far Kaiwei can go today.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's played very well. Obvious plays, clean plays, but he still needs to execute on them, right? So, hope to see him again, and maybe with trickier situations, then he can allow his team to express itself a bit more.
Yep.
Alright, that's going to be all for us for now, and we'll be back with top 4 in a bit.